So often when you have a baby with Down syndrome, the first thing you hear is, I'm sorry. You had a baby. You didn't have Down syndrome. You need to remember that and celebrate it. We just want to change the perspective of how our kids are viewed. I want the world to see how beautiful they are.
What do you want? I see it.
My name is Heather Gregg, and I'm the founder and coordinator of the Lucky Mama Project. My daughter, Ivy, is 3 years old. She is very spunky and very smart. We found out when I was 14 weeks pregnant that Ivy would likely have Down syndrome. I remember feeling very alone, and it was just a really awful time. You kind of go through a grieving process. You kind of grieve the child that you thought you were going to have.
Lila and Josh, she wants you out here. Sissy's coming back.
I thought they wouldn't get to do all these normal sister things, but oh my gosh, they play together, and Ivy follows Lila around and drives her crazy.
Having a sister with Down syndrome is awesome, and you can always hang out with them because they want to hang out with you.
What are you thinking about?
She's so pretty.
After Ivy was born, I went from like worrying about, am I going to bond with this baby, to worrying about, is she okay? Like that was all I cared about. Instantly those like motherly instincts kicked in. Her first year, I just kept feeling like I wanted to do something for moms that were in the same situation as me.
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
The Lucky Mama Project is a nonprofit program that I started with Down Syndrome Indiana that provides support to new moms who receive either a prenatal or birth diagnosis for their baby. We connect them with other moms in their area, and we provide care packages.
It's like, is she crying or laughing? She's crying.
We are at a little studio in Zionsville. Today we were photographing 8 kids that have Down syndrome. It's for a World Down Syndrome Day themed fundraising calendar for the Lucky Mama Project. I love to photograph kids. I feel like I see the characteristics that Ivy has in these other kids. Just some of the expressions they make and things, they remind me of Ivy.
Awesome job, buddy!
So I think we're doing 4.
Yeah,
right?
if we
Okay.
can make 4, that'd be perfect.
Down Syndrome Indiana has been around for over 23 years. I got involved about 8 years ago. My daughter Lily had a surprise postnatal diagnosis of Down syndrome, and so within the first 24 hours of her life, we had a new parent packet from Down Syndrome Indiana. I can pass you things and you can lay them on the bags. This over here.
Down Syndrome Indiana was already giving parents what they call new parent packets, and it's just a wealth of information, and it can be a little bit overwhelming.
It's kind of dry information, and so that piece is really helpful and our parents need it, but the Lucky Mama Project is more the fluffy fun stuff that parents love to get. It makes people feel good. And we have our Lucky Mama calendars.
Yeah, this might be like my favorite thing in here right now.
Heather, she had this idea and she's put it in motion, and it's inspired people all across the state. Here are Alyssa's letters.
Awesome.
I am Alyssa. I work with Stephanie Garner. I am a self-advocate, and I write letters to the new moms. I talk about my life and that everything will be okay. I want them to know that they don't need to be afraid of their kids.
I just read this letter a couple days ago, and I just think it's so inspiring, and it would have been nice to get, when I had Ivy. The Lucky Mama Project was started last year, so maybe about 1.5 years we've been doing this. It has grown tremendously. Recently, I had a new mom, Ashley, reach out to me, and so we started messaging a little bit back and forth. So we are on our way to Brookston, Indiana, which is about an hour north of where I live, and we are going to deliver a care package to Ashley. I do not usually do the delivery. This is my first one. I'm hoping to do more of these.
Hi. It's so good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where is that baby?
Well, she's still napping a little bit, but I kind of just heard some stirring, so she might be getting up.
Yeah, we don't want to disturb the nap. You know how that goes.
The moment that I saw Avery for the first time, I never knew my heart could love somebody so much. We didn't know for sure, and the doctors had kind of made comments, but I knew when I looked at her that she had Down syndrome, but it didn't matter.
Congratulations on your new baby. My name is Alyssa. I am 29 years old. I have Down syndrome too. I work, volunteer, take classes, and love to socialize and be a part of my community. I am a self-advocate who speaks to schools and organizations about our abilities. I love my life and want you to know you do not need to be afraid. This baby will change you and your family. You may discover it will be the best thing that ever happens to you.
Amen, Alyssa. She is the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Can you say hello?
I never struggled with the diagnosis. Even prenatal, we knew it was a possibility, but it didn't scare me. They may struggle a little bit. They may take a little bit longer to reach different milestones, but at the end of the day, they're a human being, and they're worthy of love and acceptance.
Are they going to ask you questions too? Talk about how happy you are?
I know. Was I concerned? You know, would she be able to drive? Would she go to college? Would she get married? You know, I think those are things that all parents think about. And it's not just because she has Down syndrome.
Are her brother and sister like obsessed with her?
Oh yeah, big time.
Do I think I'm going to keep in touch with Heather? Absolutely. So good. Just in general, this community, you feel so much love for these people that you don't even know. And all that we share is we both have daughters that have an extra chromosome.
Are you saying cheese? Do you see yourself? Look.
And I'm excited. I'm excited about the friendship. And guess what? Our girls are like not even 2 years apart, and they're going to have a friendship, and she's going to have a friend, and I'm excited for that.
See you soon.
Yes. Looking forward to it. Get some
I
pictures.
just about kissed her. It's really great.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for everything you do.
They say like it's the club that you didn't want to be a part of, but you're so glad it's there. And I mean, that is absolutely the truth. With Ivy, I worried about, like, am I going to love her the way I loved my other daughter? Am I going to bond with her? And I had a hard time until I was connected with some other moms who had kids with Down syndrome. Connecting with other families is like the thing that helps the most. I remember early on thinking like, what would Ivy be like if she didn't have Down syndrome? But now, 3 years into it, I'm at such a different place where if she didn't have it, it wouldn't be Ivy. It'd be a different kid. That extra chromosome is part of her. The Lucky Mama Project is successful even if we just were to reach one mom and make her experience more positive. We all are on a different journey, but there are similarities, and when a new parent comes into our community, everyone just rallies around them and supports them, and it's unlike anything that I've ever experienced. It's really amazing.